Hi, this is Bobby Glani, bestselling author of Embrace the Chaos. Today, I'd like to talk to you about uncertainty and how do you deal with uncertainty that you might be facing in your job and your career. I think the first most fundamental thing I want you to know about uncertainty is everyone goes through it. Everyone goes through it, from CEOs of multi-billion-dollar businesses to doctors to lawyers to every human being on this planet faces uncertainty in some way, shape, or form. And it scares us because we feel like we've lost control. That's really the key here, is that this feeling of loss of control is what makes us scared of dealing with uncertainty. That's the first sort of lesson I want to share with you. And it's okay. We all go through it. And it's not simple. It's not easy to say, oh, just lean into uncertainty. It's complicated, right? So I want to make it very simple for you. So the first thing is everyone goes through it. So don't worry, you're not alone. You're absolutely not alone. I've dealt with uncertainty in my corporate career. I was the biggest company in the world, very successful. I was doing well, but I felt uncertain and I felt anxious. I felt stressed about my career, my job, even though I had all these years of success. So that's the first lesson, is you're not alone. You're not alone, especially in these disruptive times. A lot of us feel uncertainty and that stress of dealing with uncertainty. The second tip I want to share with you is, how do you deal with it? How do you actually reduce the stress and anxiety in some way, shape, or form? Okay, it's not completely going to go away, but how do you deal with it? I think the second thing you have to do, it really is get out of your own head. And we do that by interrupting the patterns that we have, these patterns of negativity and these thoughts, the spiral of anxiety that goes down. You have to interrupt that pattern. And the way I manage it, honestly, is I exercise every single morning. If I don't exercise every single morning, if I don't do some sort of yoga, some sort of physical activity the first thing in the morning, I feel it in my head. I feel a lot of anxiety and stress and self-doubt. Okay, so I exercise vigorously, and it has a very positive effect on my mental well-being. So that's very important. And of course, the health benefits. Of course, you get healthier. And so you feel good, you get healthier, you feel more productive. So that's the second tip I want to share, is that exercise, do something a little earlier in the morning. And the way you can train yourself to do that, and you probably do, you might be doing it already, which is great. Yoga has been fantastic, great breathing exercises. I do the Peloton. I sometimes run in the morning. And one of the things I do is I actually prepare the night before. I take my sneakers out, I untie my shoelaces, I get my socks ready, I get my workout clothes ready, and I lay it out where I brush my teeth in the morning in the bathroom. So I lay it out there, so I have no excuse, okay? I have no excuse to put those on to go and work out. Additionally, what I do is, if I'm using the bike, the Peloton bike, is I have my water bottle ready to go the night before, the towel ready to go, because it's a great workout. You get a great sweat. And so I create an environment for myself where I can't make any excuse to get out of that situation. So exercising really helps reduce uncertainty in some way. But third tip I want to leave you with is something very, very powerful. You've got to create certainty. You've got to figure out what you really want, okay? I don't mean you want to make, $10 million in 1 year or whatever, that dollar number, but it's really about, what do you want to become? Who do you want to become? And it's okay if you don't know exactly what that looks like. You have some idea of it, but you can fine tune that. You can chisel away at that and come up with something that you want to try to be. So you've got to have a couple of really important goals. Goals help guide us forward. They pull us forward. If they're compelling enough, they pull us forward through uncertainty. And what happens is, the mind, when given some direction into which way you want to go, it will figure out how to get there. Don't worry about the how. Worry about the what. Understand very clearly what you want to achieve, what you want to become, who you want to become, and what do you want to do? What do you like doing? So don't worry about whether or not, right now, don't worry about so much about how you're going to get there, but understand what you're trying to become, who you're trying to become. Is there a problem that you can solve in the marketplace? Is there a product market fit that you think that your product, your service, your brand could have in the marketplace? Really understand that. And I think that's really the key that can pull you forward through uncertainty. Because when you're interested in something, when you're interested in doing something, you're going to spend a lot of time thinking about it, working on it, putting effort and dedication towards it, and that's what's going to help you move you forward. So dealing with uncertainty, we've all go through it. It helps reduce uncertainty if you exercise, if you increase this level of playfulness, I suppose, in your body, in your mind, and connecting that and getting blood flow to your head, and having something to work towards. Having something to work towards is one of the greatest gifts you can have, because it is what pulls you out in the morning instead of what keeps you there. Because what happens is, if you don't have something that pulls you forward, something to look forward to, when you don't have hope, it causes us to think about all the problems, all the past, all the the negative situations that you might have had in the past, and what it does is it holds us back. That's what it does. It holds us back. And I want you to move forward. And so by doing those kind of three things, I was thinking about those three things and really setting yourself up with some clear, specific goals of what you're trying to achieve, the outcome you're trying to achieve, I think you can overcome uncertainty and live a life of success, meaning, and contribution. This is Bob Miglani with love and respect for all that you do. Have a great day. Hopefully this video has been helpful to you. Okay, bye.